The Hound. There was once a village named Duxborough. In this small but mysterious town lived by a man who was married to an abusive wife. One day, this man got tired of his wife, so he hunted in the woods. The man was walking down to his favorite hunting spot when he heard someone behind him. The man turned around suddenly, but no one was there. The man had a strong feeling that someone was watching him, but shrugged it off and continued on his way. He eventually found a good spot to hunt right by the creek, and it had enough cover so no animal would see him. He started to sit down and prepare for whatever game he would find when he noticed something strange, a distinct smell. It was of rotten flesh and eggs. He suddenly turned around to find none other than an apparition of some kind, of zombie, holding this bulky and frightening hound by a chain.
"Oh, I'm not scared of you,"
the man said in a mocking tone. The dog started to growl, and the man fathered a little, trying to study the apparition. But it was hard because every time the man tried to look at details, the apparition started to dissipate into a smoke form.
"You should be,"
said the apparition,
"for I can end you with one thought. But I give you a choice instead."
The man paused, waiting for his answer.
I know your wife is not particularly pleasing so much as abusing you. I give you a choice, to let her have a pain like no other. But as it always does, this comes at a price."
The man considers this for a moment. On one hand, he gets to deliver a striking blow to his wife that has caused so much pain in him. On the other hand, he has this punishment that could be terrible. But could he stand the rest of his life being beaten and verbally abused?
"What's the price?"
This will be the deciding factor for the man.
"You live forever."
The man scoffed because this was great. He had always dreamed of immortality, and now he would get it, as well as punishment for his wife. The man agreed, and the spirit nodded as the spirit changed forms and gained power from the air. The man started to feel something, a tingling that was getting stronger. It started to pulse through his body, and it was getting painful even. The man started to grimace and then scream. As he was turned into a monster, there's no other way to describe what he was now. His flesh a sickly green and dissipating into a mist in some places. He was still in a little pain until suddenly it vanished. He felt strong. He stood there studying himself and eventually looked back to the apparition, only to see nothing. He looked at the ground beside him to see the hound that he had sitting there, waiting, tongue lopping out of its mouth. The man didn't know what to do with himself now, but he knew he would have to do something soon because his wife was getting drunk as he left. And sure enough, he heard her coming down to get him. She got into sight, and the hound raced towards her. She cried out, screaming as she was suddenly thrown off balance, and when she saw him, she screamed louder. But the dog became her priority as it started tearing her apart. She screamed in agony as the dog ripped apart her flesh and blood poured onto the ground. The man could do nothing but watch as his wife was shredded. This marked a turning point in the man's life, as when he went up to the house, people were waiting. They saw him and screamed, but not for long, as the dog rushed them too and tore into them the same way it did to his wife. The man soon became mentally insane, enjoying the pain his new dog caused. Many people tried to capture him, but he always avoided them. The man soon learned how to control the hound more efficiently and started the deaths in all different ways and speeds. They say this man still haunts those woods where he first transformed and willingly kills anyone he sees. So if you find yourself driving through a now broken town surrounded by woods, beware, he will get you. As always, thanks for watching, and remember to click that like button and subscribe for more content.